You know about this guy. Let me share with you, NELA Goes to Washington. This is the opening day of Cohort 2's Institute of Educational Leadership trip and Discovery of Educational Policy.
The Washington Memorial and the Smithsonian. And then we're going to move to the Emancipation Proclamation piece with Lincoln and talk about it a little bit. And then we are going to actually move to the King Memorial and talk about the justice narrative that continues to be renegotiated all the time in our history and our presence.
Oh, yeah. My. People get ready. There's a train a-coming. You don't need no baggage.
Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the Pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring.
The energy, I can't really describe it, but you can just feel a sense of energy.
Just standing there thinking about all the people that have stood there and all the things that they've said, and then thinking back to all the things they've said and realizing that most of the things that the people that have stood there before us have said are now true or in the process of becoming true, and we're being able to witness a lot of what people who dreamed before us, we're seeing it actually now.
Oh, there ain't no room for the hopeless sinner who would hurt all mankind just to save his own. Have pity on those.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. Union is behind us. We shall not be moved. The union is behind us. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the wall.
And so you're here this week to try to understand how the federal policy impacts all the way down to every kid in your school, in the school you're in. And that happens. Now we know it's a pretty straight line all the way down. And so we have to understand that power narrative and who's out there making policy so we can actually speak truth to power and speak justice to power and continue to.
I'm wanting them to see that they have so much capacity that can be built within them, and they just don't see it yet. And, we're here to talk about these larger than life ideas. But, even in hollowing out the middle, I want to be that person running down the hallway after that kid who doesn't feel like anybody cares about the fact that they got up and decided to leave school. And that's
particularly these two memorials. These men were servant leaders, and that's what we see all of you guys as well, as servant leaders. And you're not going to do to the communities. You're going to help build up the communities and build from within and strengthen this.
Marley says we have to sing redemption songs. All I ever knew, my redemption songs. So I don't know if one of the redemption songs that I've sung in this space in 1968 at the Poor People's Campaign in Resurrection City was, we shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Like a tree that's standing by the water, we shall not be moved. So take the rock and the spirit and move together and move in ways that capture your joint and individual spirits. And privileged to be among you. Thank you.
Oh, we shall not be moved. We shall not be moved like a tree that's planted by the